Hi there, Howard Friend, HF Systems. Little rundown through these major markets. So euro dollar first up, a little bit similar to what we had yesterday, in that the 107.641 pullback was grinding on. Looks today that we are basing ahead of that 106.273 minor swing low, reaction low within the 103.497 advance. So looking for the market to break up through 107.641, that would give the trigger for the next leg up, an attack on 107.87, and then a move into the 108.50 area, the mid 108s. Meantime, should we lose 106.273, that would confirm a top, and then it's time for a deeper retracement of this 103.497 to 107.87 advance. Okay, moving on to cable. So onto cable, interesting stuff there. Cable, we got the break lower, looking at a support level coming in at 124.693, and then we broke through 124.588, but that move has seen quite a big intraday reversal to the upside. We've since reversed, taking out yesterday's high, forming a potentially bullish outside session. So this to me looks like we've seen perhaps A, B, and C down, completing the correction of the 121.551 to 126.669 impulsive swing. So looking now for the market to start to push higher through 126.69. And beyond that, we have projection. I think that comes in around the 127 area, but we can nail that one down as we go along. On the downside, if we get back through this 124.298, then that again would start to look a little bit negative. And then we're talking about a deeper retracement of the 121.551 advance. On to dollar yen. So dollar yen, third session higher in a row. Looks like we have kind of topped out at 133, and we're starting to see a little bit of corrective activity. So should we see cable and maybe the euro start to blast higher, that could coincide with a bit of a temporary top, at least for dollar yen. So risk of a pullback to unwind the recent accelerated move, although looking for old resistance, which comes in at 131.347, the old swing high, to more or less contain dips. I think I'd need to see it really back below 130 to be a bit more concerned about the longer term multi-week outlook. But for now, favoring the upside after a minor pullback. On to gold, always believe in your soul. Gold, we topped out at 1874.15, had a marginal new high, swing high. So the buyers got trapped there. Yesterday broke down. It looked like we're heading towards the 1828.42 support level. But today, lo and behold, a bit like euro dollar, we've had a push lower, and we are closing or settling near the top end of the range and deeply into the previous session's candlestick. So it looks like a bullish reversal as we saw on this particular session here. And then it could well be that we're forming the low, another higher low within this bullish trend from 1786.82, today's low, up through 1874.15. We've got the 50-day and the 100-day moving average coming in at around 1889 today. If we were to lose 1828.42, this reaction low, then I would be happy to say, yep, we've seen the ABC up from the low, and we are then looking at another push below 1800. On to crude. Crude is still a little bit quiet, a little bit overextended, having failed to really make much headway beyond the previous swing high at 118.77. But it looks like a minor pullback. I was looking at this thing to maybe come back a little bit, maybe a couple of days sideways down. But looking for 113.97 to 115 to contain weakness prior to breaking up and seeing a good push well into the 120s. Should we lose 113.97, that would start to look a bit toppy, although the key level is still 110.07. That would be double top, and then we're headed down. On to S&P. Again, excuse me, as with euro dollar and gold, we had a little probe to the downside, having a go at the range floor, but today we are attracting buyers on this probe lower. So we haven't managed to break through the support as we did with cable, and looking a bit more like euro dollar and gold. So we've had a little crack at the downside, and looks like we're closing or settling towards the top end of the range. This could well be marking another higher low within this range, which I've seen as corrective of the 38.1075 to 42.05, 42.0495 upswing, continuation pattern, looking for that to eventually break, and we can start testing these falling moving averages. The 100 comes in around, where are we now? 4314. Okay, on the downside, should we crack 407.440, that would again look toppy, and then we're looking at sub 4,000 levels. Onto Bitcoin, this one's been a bit of a head fake of late. Yesterday we saw a nice upside probe, but stalled ahead of the swing high, and today we're seeing a downside probe. But again, a little bit of support coming in from these recent lows, just above 29,000. So I'd need to see it really crack that 29,188 to start to worry about this thing headed lower, threatening 28,001, and then the swing low. Failing that, looking for the market to base out at the bottom of this developing range, settling above 31,000, breaking 31,733, putting pressure on 32,375, and then we have moving averages above there and gap resistance, which comes in a little bit lower on the way down on the previous bear market. So should we settle below 29,188, that would look a bit bearish. But again, the key level really is this 28,001. That would say, yep, we've seen the end of an ABC bear market rally, and then we can be making new lows. Thanks very much, and more tomorrow.